Welcome to Grandma's house. Would you like to hear a story? Of course you do. Which stone would you like to hear about? This one or this one? Well, let's see. Oh, you want to hear about the purple one. Okay, gather round and listen closely. Once upon a time in a land far away, deep in the heart of a whispering willow tree, lived a tiny mouse. Now this was no ordinary mouse. Oh no, this mouse had a heart as big as a moon and a spirit as wild as a wind. Every day he would scamper through the willow's branches, greeting each leaf with a wave of his tiny paw. He loved his home among the whispering leaves. One day, a little girl wandered into the forest. She was new to the village and didn't know her way around. The little mouse, seeing her all alone, wanted to help. So he dashed out of the bushes and squeaked, "Hello, little one. What's your name?" The girl jumped in surprise and dropped her basket. "I'm Elara," she said, "and I've lost my way home." The little mouse, being a kind and gentle soul, offered to lead her back to the village. As they walked, the little mouse told Elara stories about the forest, the animals, and the magic that lived in every leaf and stone. When they reached the edge of the woods, Elara turned to thank the little mouse, but he had vanished. All that was left was a single golden whisker. Elara picked it up and tucked it into her pocket, remembering the kind heart of the little mouse who lived in the whispering willow tree. From that day on, whenever Elara felt lost or needed a friend, she would pull out the golden whisker and remember the little mouse who had shown her the magic in the ordinary. And that, my dear, is the story of the golden whisker. Now, which stone would you like to hear about next? This one or this one? Oh, you want to hear about the blue one. All right, gather round. Once upon a time in a land far away, deep in the heart of an ancient oak tree, lived a wise old owl. Now this was no ordinary owl. Oh no, this owl had feathers as soft as moonlight and eyes as bright as stars. Every night he would watch over the forest, keeping it safe from harm. One day, a young boy named Finn wandered into the forest. He was looking for adventure, not knowing that danger lurked around every tree. Suddenly, a sharp branch scratched his eye, and Finn fell to the ground, frightened and alone. The wise old owl, seeing Finn in trouble, swooped down from his tree. With his softest feather, he gently wiped the blood from Finn's eye. Then in his wisest voice, the owl spoke, saying, "Do not be afraid, young one. I will guide you home." And with that, the wise old owl led Finn out of the forest, showing him the beauty in the world even as it grew dark. When they reached Finn's village, the owl turned to him and said, "Remember, even in the darkest of times, there is always light to be found if you know where to look." And with that, the wise old owl flew back to his tree in the whispering wood. From that day on, whenever Finn felt lost or needed a friend, he would look up at the moon and remember the wise old owl who had saved him in the whispering wood. And that, my dear, is the story of the wise old owl. Now, which stone would you like to hear about next?